I'm Johnny Hayes. As is usual for Democratic Party candidates in a presidential election, Hillary Clinton has embraced the worn-out old mantra of make the wealthy pay their fair share of taxes. If the rich actually did pay their fair share, their taxes would go down considerably. As it is, the wealthy, especially those earning over $250,000 per year, pay a rate of more than twice the national average. Scott A. Hodge of TaxFoundation.org points out that in 2014, while earning 28% of the nation's adjusted gross income, the wealthy paid 55% of the income taxes. Those who earned the 72% paid the other 45% of taxes. In fact, those earning $30,000 or less averaged paying nothing, 0% of income taxes, with most actually benefiting financially from tax credits. Consider this. If everyone paid a flat rate, say 10%, those earning $30,000 would pay $3,000, while a $250,000 earner would pay $25,000, more than 8 times as much in raw dollar amounts. But at the actual top rate of 28%, 2014 figures, a $250,000 earner paid $70,000 compared to the $30,000 income person's $900. The wealthy person paid over 77 times as much in actual dollars. And yet they're not paying their fair share? No, they're not. They're paying far more than that. It's not hard for a reasonable person to realize that the Democrats are playing their usual game of promoting class envy, class warfare, if you will, and attempting to position themselves as the great equalizers in order to get the votes of the lower income groups by playing Robin Hood on a government level. Now, I am not one of the wealthy. I've never been good at making money. Many people with less education, lower IQ, or lower economic class than I started with have done much better than I. Should I resent that? Of course not. They used their God-given abilities and their own drive to get where they are. And I have the same opportunity if I could get my act together the way they have. And you do too. So why should I, or you, feel that we have been wronged in any way? Another person's success does not take anything away from us. In fact, we gain from it. The wealthy don't usually just sit on their money. They invest it in businesses that provide jobs for us and produce products and services that we need and want, and, thanks to those jobs, we can afford. Even the money they keep in the bank is being used for those same purposes. So to punish the wealthy for their higher earnings is simply the proverbial act of shooting ourselves in the foot. The United States has the highest business taxes of any country in the world. But do you know who pays those taxes? You and I do. Think about it. A business has to make a profit or it can't stay in business. Taxes are a cost of doing business. If the cost of doing business goes up, they have to raise their prices to compensate, and we are the ones paying those higher prices. That's not greed on their part. That's necessity. Don't fall for the class warfare. In the end, everyone loses that war. But it's the lower economic classes that suffer the most, and it's all for the benefit of those who want to control your life, while ruining the very system that made America the greatest country in the history of the world, the very system that provides you and me with the opportunity to better ourselves.